You know, it was so cool. Again, growing up a Montreal Canadiens fan, you get to play Boston in the playoffs. Like I was already amped up. We come out of a series sweep of Tampa where nobody expected us to win that one. Now you're playing at that time. That was an NHL record. I think they had 119 points. That was when they beat it to whatever it was 2 years ago. That was the last team to have that record. We had no business, right? Everyone was given a chance. Boston's too big. They're too strong. Montreal's too small. They don't have enough offense. They don't have the depth. Every underdog story in the book, and we wanted that matchup. We were happy about it. We're like, we'll beat Boston for sure. Like, we handled them all year. For some reason, we just never got it. We were the only team, I think, in the East. There were some bigger teams that like to kind of get into it with them. We never got into it with them. We that's not our game. We had a couple guys that could play that way, but it wasn't our game. We weren't going to beat them that way. They had Chara and Ference, like Kevin, like their McQuaid. Their team was Thornton. It was ridiculous. We didn't want to get into it with them, so we just frustrated them. We stole game one. Lost game one, stole game two back home, and then as game 2, 3, 4 started going on, guys like Lucic and Thornton and these guys, they were getting so wound up. And in warm up, they're like sitting there foaming at the mouth, staring at me like, "We're going tonight. We're going. We're gonna go. We're gonna go." And it's like, "We're gonna go." And it's like, there's the one YouTube clip where everyone sends it to me all the time. They think it's so funny. Thornton's like, "I'll fight you. You pick which hand." I tie behind my back. It's like, that's great, man. Like I want you on the ice. And I would tell them that, and they would get so frustrated because at that time, they were considered the best fourth line in the league. It was Campbell, Dan Paille, and Sean Thornton. And our fourth line was me, Brandon Pruss, and Danny Briere for that series. And we just worked them. They got to the point where they couldn't play them against us. Like they were barely playing because we were just working them all the time, and I just loved it. You could just see they're getting so angry, and we're not feeding into it. We're not fighting. In warm-up, I'm just standing there laughing at them, and I'm laughing. I'm looking at them, smiling. They were just foaming at the mouth, and I'm hitting everything too, like every single time, but I'm not fighting them. So they're getting so mad, and then we had the back and forth with Lucic a couple times, and then I flexed on him there. I just thought it was weird because he's on the bench. Him and Jerome McGinn, the flexing on guys. Like, then I did it back to him, and he just lost it. And then, me being a fourth, I had 2 goals, 2 assists in the series. I had more points than Lucic. I had more points than probably any of their forwards in the series, outside of Krejci and Bergeron probably. But, not only was I not giving them what they wanted to fight, I wouldn't give it to them. I'm hitting everything. I'm outscoring them, and it was just – and then obviously you see the handshake line when things just melted down for him, and probably a moment he wants back, but he's not getting that one back.
What did he say to you in the handshake line?
Yeah, I could see in the line, like, it's just unwritten rule in hockey, you handshake, like, good series, it's over, man. Like, that's part of the game. And I see him getting real aggressive with everybody. I was like, "Ooh, where's this going to go?" I'm like getting ready here. I was like, this might be the first fight in a playoff handshake line ever. And he comes, and I'm ready to say, like, good series, man. And he grabs my hand, he's shaking, and he's like, "Next year I'm going to kill you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you next year. You're done." And then like behind me was like Alexei Emelin, who was in his head too, and he tells him the same thing, and I'm just like, what is this 9-year-old hockey? Like, I could not believe the guy did it. And then obviously after in the media, he got all blown up about it and was all choked. So cool moment in history.
That's almost a better feeling knowing that you got the upper hand than scoring an OT winner.
It was such a cool moment that I just had so many of them so worked up because that's the best thing about rivalry in a series, right? You got 7 games, and after 7 games where this guy he's just hitting you every time. I finish every check. Even if it's on Chara, I'm not moving him. I'm hitting you every time. By game 5 and 6, guys are whacking, taking penalties because they're frustrated at that point. Like this guy just will not stop. He will not stop, and that was the most fun I had playing hockey, that playoff run in my career for sure.
You say anything back to him in the handshake line, or just shake your head?
No, I was taken back. I couldn't even believe I was ready to say, "Hey, good series, man." Like I was so taken back.
Well, you're a real estate investor now, so you know how valuable that real estate space is, right?
Rent-free, baby. I'm still living, yeah.
No rent control over here.
Yeah, infinite return in that guy's brain for sure.
We do a hockey podcast called Sling the Biscuit every single Sunday. The clips, the bite-sized chunks are right here. Only the hits, the full-length show, which you don't want to miss, is right here. That's Dave. I'm Travis. We'll see you soon.